Is this here the Bitcoin rally to be shorting, with potentially the bigger market weakness coming into effect? Is this the last good short opportunity that you have around $70,000 before we get activated the major weakness and a very big drop to the downside? Okay, I really need you to be aware of that. And in this video, I am going to be asking one thing as always, and that is you pay very close attention, write notes if needed of what I am explaining to you here. Okay, I will be going through exactly what we're looking at next on the Bitcoin chart, the trades that I'm in, the predictions that I have of where I believe price is going next, of course, sharing the insights behind that and the knowledge of how I come to these ideas. Truly, if you listen carefully, block out the headlines, block out how other people are interpreting my words, but listen to my words coming out of my mouth in this video. And I promise you, I have your best interests in heart. I truly want to help you with this video. I'll be sharing some very key information that is going to aid you into making informed decisions. Is this the rally to short on Bitcoin, or should we be looking for new all-time highs? I'm going to be picking right off where I left my last YouTube video for you all, where I was looking for lower on the Bitcoin chart towards range low. Pick up from that video, and then of course, we'll be looking exactly what we're looking at next over the next few weeks to come, whether this is the short or whether new all-time highs. Let's go straight over to what we love, the charts here. And as we can see, we have held a higher low. And this is something that we were looking at in our last video. Okay, we all know how 2023 was the year of the higher lows, continuous higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, right? It was very, very well known that that was the pattern. And that was sort of explaining to you, right, in the last Bitcoin video that I made, we were aware of these higher lows and how within this range, we can absolutely be aware of another higher low to come in, not quite taking out the range low, but holding that higher low for a rise to the upside. And when we actually zoom in here a little bit, we can see how that did come to fruition in the end. And we actually, off of the 886 Fibonacci level, held once again another higher low here. So yeah, from that video, we did get another drop. We did get a $3,000 drop just over to the downside. But in the end, holding the 886 Fibonacci, which for me is the last stand, we could say, Fibonacci level, in what I would class as an important Fibonacci pivot. And this was a very common occurrence for those that, like me, record statistics. During 2022, we saw regularly Bitcoin dropping heavily within that internal pivot to the 886. And this, this is a difficult trade. Again, you can take that trade. There is a long trade opportunity. And I know Igor, for example, absolutely nailed that long trade, by the way. Myself, I did not take the long. Why? Because I was personally waiting for range low. I was a little bit more conservative, right? We can see that was not the right decision because we did rally. So I did miss this long trade. Naturally, though, I was very fortunate. Even though I missed that Bitcoin long, I did manage to secure the long on Pepe from the lows. So Bitcoin rise has naturally helped greatly this Pepe rise. And that was from a setup that I gave freely, right? On the last public live stream that I done, which was simply on Friday. We were looking for that 40% drop on Pepe. As you all know, I secured that long trade from the setup that I shared to you all. And now we're making some pretty nice profits on that long, right? And, this ties into Bitcoin. I will just say this really quickly now. If you enjoyed and if you made profits from that Pepe long that I shared, or if you simply want a new live stream this week, smash that like button, leave a comment down below, make some noise, make me want to see that you want that live stream, and I will give it to you. I promise you that. So yeah, let me know down below if you want a new live stream. The last live stream, we made some pretty epic profits off of that Pepe setup that I gave you all. And yeah, if you want another thing like that, let me know down below, make some noise, and I will give it to you. So bringing it back to Bitcoin though for a second, right? And yes, we did bounce off of that 886. And so, the question which we're asking ourselves now, right, is this the rally to be shorting? Should we be looking for this lower high, okay, within the chart to bring us back down towards range low or lower? Okay, worst case, absolutely we lose range low. For me, the range low is a very key level, and it's kind of an easy classic trade setup because you either get the bullish reaction at range low, failed auction, swing failure pattern, and then you look for the rally, or you simply lose range low, back test as resistance, and then we look down, down towards and below 50,000 minus dollars. So what happens at the range low key? Currently, yes, we have held that higher low. And what we're coming into now is, for me anyway, like a very key level of resistance. And that is simply just above us, this weekly level. So that sits at $69,106 on Bybit USD pair, to be precise. This is very key because currently, just as we held here, the higher lows, okay, so I want to make this very clear to you. Just as we held here, a higher low, okay, just as we're aware of that. You can see what's happening here, lower highs. So when we look at this here, we can see clearly this is a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and this is now another lower high. So we kind of have this potentially squeezing up price action with higher lows and lower highs. At one point, we're going to get the break, and that weekly is going to be key. Just as I said, for the range low, I'll be waiting for a failed auction or a swing failure pattern. And if we do not get that, then we look for a much bigger drop to the downside. We can be looking at the same on this weekly. Do we get an intraday bearish setup at the weekly, where then, yes, we can secure a short trade? Or do we reclaim, flip into support, where then we look towards absolutely new all-time highs towards $75,000? So you can see how it is key. The weekly, do we get the bearish reaction for a short, or do we flip into support for continuation to all-time high? It's very similar to the range low. Do we get a bullish reaction for a long trade, or do we lose that, flip it to resistance, and then we look down towards 50K? So very similar trade ideas at the range low as it is at that weekly zone. Okay, it just requires a little bit of patience. Okay, I'm a person and a trader that is very patient. I'm able to say to myself, okay, I'm going to wait patiently for the best trade setup. And let me emphasize this greatly, the best trade setups. That does mean that I will sometimes miss a trade, like I missed the long on Bitcoin. Again, I'm very honest and transparent with you. I'm not here to lie or fool you. I'm here to be absolutely honest with you. So that is the best way that I can help you. And by me waiting for what I class as the best, highest probability trade setup for the range low long, I missed that long on Bitcoin, right? Price rose a few percent here without me. And I have to not FOMO in at the highs here, but I have to remain sticking to my plan and what I'm waiting for. That is the range low or the weekly next. From there, I make my informed trade decision. Again, I was aided a little bit by feeling that less FOMO on Bitcoin by having the Pepe long. But at the end of the day, it all comes down to when you are waiting for the best trade setup, you will sometimes miss a few trades. Okay. And I am personally extremely happy and comfortable with that. If I miss a trade setup, I do not lose anything. If I take a trade setup which is not the best, sometimes it plays out, but more times than not it will lose. And I would be more annoyed at myself for taking a bad or poor trade, low confluence trade, and losing than simply not taking that trade and seeing like it has here played out. I have no negative emotions with this. There's no attachment of anything negative here for me. This is simply, hey, price rose. I know where my next trade setup is, and I'll remain patient for that trade setup to come to me. We are the casino. We are the makers of the market, right? We got to wait patiently for our trades to come to us. We're not the pawn of the market here. We are in control, and we are waiting for the best. Okay, from my perspective as more of a swing trader, I would like to end by telling you my higher term time frame perspective, what I'm looking for next, and the trades that I'm in. I just got one very quick announcement before I move on to that and wrap up the stream with my ending Bitcoin prediction. And that is really simply, as you all know, we do have affiliates and partnerships with some key exchanges that we feel are good and the ones that we use ourselves. And right now, there is only a few days left, so you can get use of it if you want. And that is currently there is the Bybit promotion that's going on, where they are actually offering a free $500 Tether trade position, where you do have to sign up via our affiliate link, but then you can come over here, open a long or a short straight away for $500 and be in that trade. So if that's something of interest to you, via our deals page on our website, you can sign up and take advantage of that trade offer, as well as the new partnerships that we have with Quant Tower discounts. We got the Top Step, which is prop firm. And for the people that do not like to KYC, we've got the VPN, and of course, Femex and BingX are the two options. BingX is also nice because you can trade stocks there too. So if you want to trade Nvidia, if you want to trade Coinbase, right, those types of stocks, ES, you can trade that on BingX. This is another option I personally am using. I feel it's nice to have those options, and you know, both of these are non-KYC. Top Step for you prop firm traders out there that want a nice discount, and Quant Tower for the order flow. Bybit, of course, my go-to as always. So that's going to be left over on the deals page with that very nice offer right now of the free $500 specifically for Bybit. You can take advantage of that. Leave the links in the description down below as always. And yeah, one final thing very quickly while I got you, and that is we do have a dedicated altcoin video today. So a live stream going over just the altcoins. So if you want your altcoin analyzed that you need some assistance with, you can request that during the stream. Write it in the comment, hey, look at this altcoin, and you know, requests will be taken, and of course just charting the altcoins that you know have the best setups naturally anyway. But yeah, we got the dedicated altcoin update today via the website. So if you want to get in on the altcoins, that will be the stream of today. And then of course tomorrow we have even more live trading streams and daily morning update streams naturally. So yeah, that's all I want to do in terms of the announcements. I will end with giving you my thoughts on Bitcoin. So yeah, actually, I am in no short trades at all. Okay, so I do not hold any short trades right now on Bitcoin. Surprise, surprise. It's kind of been this case for a while now. So I did have that short trade from $73,000. I did short the high on Bitcoin, but I'm out of that trade, right? I am not in any short trades. So from that, I'm hoping you can kind of see my bias. I overall still am higher term time frame bullish. Okay. Yes, I am recognizing some weakness factors, right? I do recognize potential failed auction of the highs. I do recognize there are some bearish factors coming into play. The fundamentals are at play here. I'm aware of all those scenarios, and still right now I am not in a short trade. So, you know, this puts me in a position, and I love to be in it. I really strive off of this position where I could be wrong, and, you know, there's a lot of pressure. I love to be in that type of pressured scenario. And so right now we absolutely do have this lower high period going on, right? So if Bitcoin drops massively from here, say we get no bullish reaction and it just drops and drops and drops, you can say, wow, Daniel missed the short trade, or he had a nice short trade, he closed it, and you know, he has now got no short trades and there was a big drop, and I was absolutely incorrect. And that is a position I put myself in by being honest and transparent with you, telling you my predictions ahead of time. You know, there's too many people that will say after the fact, yeah, I was in the short, yeah, this is why it dropped. You know, there's a lot of hindsight traders. I'm being very, very focused on just giving you my analysis ahead of time, letting you know transparently and honestly exactly what I'm looking at. There's no ifs or buts or maybes. This is what I'm looking at. I am in no short trades at all. I am looking for higher next, and I'm putting in myself in a position where I can obviously be wrong. And if I am wrong, everybody can recognize and see that. I'm not here to hide anything. I'm here to be, you know, very truthful and transparent with what I'm looking at here. So if we do hold these lower highs, just as we held this higher low, if we do hold this lower high, I will miss that short trade. That's something that I have to deal with, right? So personally, I would like to see another rise next. I would be absolutely open to shorting this weekly, depending on the reaction. Of course, this is the old all-time high. It could be viewed as a bit of a third touch setup. For me, this weekly is key. I would happily take a short trade there if we get the bearish reaction. If we do not, and we get a reclaim, or if we get a bearish reaction that then ends in a reclaim in the end. And of course, I am looking for all-time highs. That's where I would like to see. But for me, the weekly first prior to this is key. Okay, on to that 70,000 psychological level. So a little bit of a zone, 69 to 70,000 psychological, right? Of course, within there, I would never forget about it. Not the 886, but more so the CC Fibonacci. Right on that as well, right? So this is for me very nice to see, and that's what I'm looking at next. So if we do drop heavily from here, hey, I missed that short trade. I was wrong not shorting here, but I would like to see that rise. Of course, love to see all-time highs, new all-time highs. But at the very least, I'd like to see that weekly hit, not hold these series of lower highs. That would be a shame because I would miss all short trades. So yeah, that is my bias. That's what I'm looking for. If you want that live stream, let me know, make some noise, give a like to the video, write a comment down below. And of course, if you do not want to wait around for that, then hey, every single day you have live streams via our platform. Daily live stream updates, written updates within the Discord of what we're looking at, trades, voice notes, exactly like monitoring price action throughout the day. So if you want that more real-time service and assistance, as well as full educational libraries, hundreds of hours of educational content, so you can learn all the theories that we're going through, Elliott Waves, Fibonacci, the TPO, everything that we go through is on our trading course, right? It's all included within the package of mentorship and the membership for contenders here. Get everything that you see on the screen. Champions get, of course, the whole education plus the trading updates within the Discord and the live streams every single day. So if that's of interest to you, you know where to get it, chartchampions.com. I'll remind you that we do have those offers for you maybe you're looking for a new exchange, maybe you want to try something new, or whether maybe you're already on it and you just want to get a better deal, then you can make advantage of that by signing up via our affiliate links. I'm going to wrap it up there. I'm going to say thank you ever so much. Hope you've enjoyed. Hope everything is clear that I'm looking for. And yeah, let's wait and see whether I am correct and we can get this right, or whether I'm wrong and we hold the lower high and hey, I miss out on that short. Hopefully not. Let's wait and see. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you ever so much. That's me signing out. Have a good day and goodbye, champs. See you over in the Discord. Bye-bye.